Hey YouTube, Frenzy fam, I'm finally back. As you can see, I got me a new style going. I put some box braids in about 2 weeks ago. It's been a while since I put that video up. So just want to say hello. I'm finally back to finish talking about the Lena cup, sorry. And tell y'all what I felt about it. You know, I didn't know what was going on because Mother Nature hadn't came through yet. So I was like, hold up. Where you at, sister? But she finally came through and I can talk to y'all about the cup. So I didn't even use the bigger cup. If you watch my last video, you'll see that I had bought the duo pack and you would have seen the bigger one and the smaller one. So I ended up using the smaller one, which I now keep in my little pack. So let me just tell y'all about my struggle. So when I first got it, I was trying to put it in. I put it in and then I literally kept it in for like a minute because I felt the little, I don't have the bigger one with me. I should have brought the bigger one. I don't even know where it's at. But the little stem that was on it, if you saw the last video, you know it had a longer stem. And I was walking around and I was like, oh, I can feel it. Oh, I can feel it. And I had to take it out. So it was in for like all of a minute. So I didn't even give my body or my vagina a time to adjust to it at all. And then on top of that, after I tried it again, I was still tripping because you can leave it in for 12 hours. And I literally was taking it out every 2 hours to be like, what's in it? Oh my gosh, I feel crazy. You know, I can feel it. Like, I was really OD. But after trying it a little bit longer, my body got adjusted. So, let me just start from the beginning. So, when I put it in there, the pamphlet has a couple of ways that you can fold it. So, the way that you fold it, you know, kind of makes a big difference to me because I tried this C fold, which was just pushing it down and literally making a C. But the thing about this is whatever fold you have, I noticed that when I was putting it in, you literally have to hold that form until you get Grayson. Really, bruh? Right now? You're tripping. Go in the kitchen, please. Go in there. Sorry. Okay. You have to hold it in that form until it's, you know, a good ways up there, because once you let go, it's gonna pop and release into its, you know, its form. So the C-fold, I couldn't put it in and hold it like at the same. I don't know. I just couldn't put it in. Like, that fold was just uncomfortable. But it might work for some people. So then you have the the pinch down. But then the pinch down fold is literally you pinching the middle and you pull it down so you have like this tiny spot. That's what you put in first, right? This is what worked for me. Okay, I kind of did this and a modified 7-fold, which was to pinch it and go like this, literally making a 7. I don't even know if I was in the camera, but pinch it and fold down. So this one also worked really well. I just didn't like how it felt once I released it. So this pinch down fold was probably the most comfortable inserting, and then once you let go, felt okay. So that was for the insertion. All right, once I put this in and let go, you kind of have to, I anyway had to kind of maneuver it up, push it up a little bit more, and like turn it just to make sure that it wasn't folded or bent in any places, just to be sure it was good and secure. Okay, so like I said, the first couple times I put it in, I was like, yo, I can feel this, I don't like it. So I took it out and I snipped the little thing. And Mom, I just cannot snip it all the way off. It might be a little more comfortable if I do, but I just feel like it's gonna get lost. I know it's not, but this leaving it on has helped me though with pulling it out and everything. Once I get more comfortable, I might just go ahead and take it all the way off, because sometimes when I first put it in, I can kind of feel this rubbing, and it's not the most comfortable feeling. But my mind just kept being on this, being in me, so it was just weird. Like I don't know, I think it's a mind thing. You just have to get past it. And I felt like every time I laughed, I was pushing it down, and I was like, oh my gosh, this isn't gonna work. And when I went in the bathroom and checked, I was like, yo, it hasn't moved. It's really a mind thing. So you have to be open to it, because if you're not, you're gonna be stiff. It's gonna be hard to put it in. You just have to kind of breathe through it. So like as I was trying to put it in, I just had to tell myself like, breathe every night, breathe, and it was fine. So after I got over the whole keeping it in for a minute or taking it out every 2 hours because I could feel it, I ended up sleeping in it. And I was like, if I sleep in it, my mind ain't gonna be on it, so I ain't gonna have to worry about it. So I slept in it, woke up, got up, and I didn't feel like, I don't know, again, TMI, but when you wake up sometimes and you're like wearing a pad, I never slept in Tampon, but if I wore a pad, it's like I could stand up and feel like a big, like, whoosh, like I feel like a waterfall. But with this, it just got up and kept it moving. So got up, kind of moved around a little bit, took a shower. That's where I kind of took it out, saw what was in it, poured it out, dumped it out. Didn't put it back in right away because I have to take a couple more tries to get used to like quickly doing it. It takes me a little while to get this situated. So I waited, put it in, and then I wore it for, I don't even know how long I wore it, but I wore it for quite a while. And it's kind of like, even though I feel like I didn't push it all the way up like where it could go, my body kind of adjusted to it. So it's like my insides like got little hands inside my vagina. They were like, move this way, you know. Anyway, so this is I am sold. Like once I practice again, I feel like I'll get the hang of it. I don't think that, I don't know, by as far as it goes up, I kind of feel like I could do the larger one, but my flow is never that heavy. So I feel like I don't want to go there and then have to deal with the discomfort again. So when I did get used to putting this in, my cycle was kind of getting towards the end, so it wasn't as heavy. So the next time I'll kind of see what's going to happen. But I did want to do a little comparison for you because I haven't used one of these in such a long time. But I have a regular size tampon. I don't know what brand this is. So you can kind of see difference. And think about when you use a tampon, you have to push this applicator all the way in order to, like, you know how, y'all know, hopefully you know how a tampon works. But think about the height that it goes into your vagina. So it's literally about the same size as a tampon, lengthwise, or how tall it is. Then when you think about this and this, you're like, how in the heck do you get that in? So that's why the folds help. So C-fold, like I said, couldn't work for me, but that's how it is compared to the application of the tampon. Pinch down fold, about the same size. So that's probably why I was more comfortable with that. And then the 7-fold, again, about the same size. Now this is a regular, so if you use a super, then you know it's a little bit bigger. But then when you think about a tampon, this applicator is like keeping it all scrunched up. When you do this, I know this is like really weird, but, and it's inside of you and the blood and everything, ooh, this one's old. It kind of expands, right? Because it needs room to, look at that. And all that kind of expands inside of you and gets soaked with blood. Okay? So think that fits right in there. And think about that being in your vagina, right? So it is no difference on like, oh my gosh, this is too big, it's not going to work. Tampon applicator is the same. And then to me, this is just smoother coming, like pulling it down versus trying to get all this out in this cloth. And yeah, so even when my cycle wasn't heavy, it was still comfortable and felt good coming out versus if I were to have a light flow and put a tampon in and it not, you know, it just not comfortable pulling these things out when there's really no blood. So yeah, I just want to do that quick comparison again. When it expands inside your vagina, it's literally the same size, and it can be larger than the Lena cup. Overall, I really liked it. I'm definitely gonna keep practicing. I mean, I spent my money on it. My husband keeps saying, you gonna have to practice because you spent your money on it. Then my cousin was like, girl, you better stop tripping. You like to try it again. So yeah, I definitely am glad that I left it in longer than 2 to 3 hours. Thank you, Steph, for that nugget of wisdom, because I was pleased with the outcome. So yeah, I'll definitely keep using it. I am interested in trying the sensitive one to see if this is more like soft. Here, I can't wait to like next time I travel. Oh, this is the only thing I'm gonna have to take. So, all right, thanks Frenzy fam for watching. That's about. So definitely like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I have a goal of trying to get to 50 subscribers, so help me out with that, y'all. Tell your folks about it, let people know. Definitely share and spread the word about the Fro Frenzy fam, okay? And if you have any other questions about the Lena cup, you can send me a message, comment below, let me know what else you want me to talk about. You can also check me out on Insta at Ebenessa12, and it's gonna be down below. And yeah, just support.